I guess this week's challenge was created by Christy, who decided to make us all do a top 10 best movies in a certain genre. And she chose horror, big surprise there. It was very good, and we have to explain them, so I don't know if this is any kind of a hint or even behind me of what this top 10 is going to be about. Alright, let me get ready here. Okay. Pop that here. Alright. Sports movies. That's the genre I chose. Only because I think Brett would take comedies or the Lord of the Rings stuff, or, you know. And I believe Ashley would take anything with the word pretty or liars in it, or something to do with that. Maybe romance. Who knows? But I wasn't going to tackle that. So I did sports movies. Well, I'm sure you're all anxious to hear the top 10 sports movies. And some of you are probably thinking, I didn't even know there was 10 sports movies. Wow. Oh, there is. We're going to count them down right now. At number 10, Rocky Balboa, the final one, the sixth one, the last one of the Rocky saga. It was really good. It was really, it was darker, I think, than the previous ones. I think what makes it so great is that he's much older. He goes back to his roots. He, as he did in the first one, did not win the fight at the end of Rocky Balboa, and he didn't need to, you know. And it was, you know, it was a good ending to a pretty good series. All right, number nine might get some little argument from people as it being in this category. I don't care, it's going in this category. Is BASEketball. That's right, BASEketball, from the creators of South Park. BASEketball, funny movie. Yeah, it's about a sport that's totally made up, but it's still a sport. Still very. I think we've all seen it. I think we've all seen it on VHS, actually. That's how far back that goes. And yeah, great movie. Yeah, a lot of laughs. Okay, we'll move on. Number 8 might be a little surprise too. Number 8, I chose A League of Their Own. I think about that. I mean, it's a true story. It's about the Women's Baseball League. It had an all-star cast. Tom Hanks, Madonna, Gina Davis, even Rosie O'Donnell was good in this movie. That is the only time you'll hear me say that. You know, it was funny, it was emotional, it was good. You know, and if it's on TV, I'll admit it, I'll stop, I'll watch it, you know. Hey, and that's okay, because, you know, I'm man enough to admit that. You got a problem with that? I got the hat on backwards, I don't know if you noticed. You don't want to mess with this. Number 7, as if I'm not reading it off a list. Number 7, the original Bad News Bears comes in at number 7. I go with the original one. Not the remake with Billy Bob Thornton, which is funny, but the original one, Walter Matthau, and the original Tanner, and all of them. I remember having this discussion the other day with Brett about how he couldn't relate to older movies because, you know, there's no cell phones in this movie. There's station wagons with paneling. There's people wear their clothes differently, and he couldn't relate, but I can relate. That's exactly what we look like. That's exactly how we played baseball. It's you know. So there you have it. Number 6 has to be The Final Season. It's a baseball movie. Again, it's based on a true story of a high school team that the high school was shutting down, and these guys were the best. And in their final season, they won every single game. And it is a true story. It's very good. Not a big movie, not a high profile movie, but that's what makes it even better. And I think I got it at Big Lots for like $3, so yeah, whatever. Okay, number 5 in the top 5 would be Angels in the Outfield. I know what you're thinking, another baseball movie? Yeah. Angels in the Outfield, the original one, I don't know if you knew, was about the Pittsburgh Pirates. And they were the lovable Pirates that lost every year, and the Angels came and they won. But all in all, a good movie. Even the one they did about the Angels was good. So, number 4, Major League. That's that comedy with Charlie Sheen, and it's one of the funniest movies, period. But it's another underdog story of the Cleveland Indians, and the thing that I think that everybody agrees makes this movie great is the announcer Bob Uecker, who just makes it totally hilarious. So yeah, I'm sure everybody's seen that one. Where was I? Number 2? Was it number 2? No, it'd be number 3. Number 3 was Rocky 3. I think that's really almost the best one out of all of them. And people could probably argue that Rocky 4 was great because he fought the Russian and, Apollo died, which, by the way, it was cool that he died. But Rocky 3 was great because he'd been a champ for a while now, and then he lost it to Clubber Lang. I just remember that song being a huge hit, Eye of the Tiger, and wanting to be a boxer when I saw it because I was younger. But yeah, I think it just has a lot of memories attached to it. So yeah, Rocky 3 is number 3. Number 2, For Love of the Game, with Kevin Costner and Kelly Preston. Yeah, I know it's Kevin Costner, so it's a very long movie, but it's a great movie because they intertwine 2 stories, into one movie. It's very good, and he beats the Yankees, so how can you not love that as a Pirate fan? And the number 1 movie, everybody's probably waiting, is number 1. I'm gonna give it to you. Number 1 sports movie of all time is The Sandlot, and not because it is a good movie, and that even predates me, but I still enjoy it. I wasn't around during that time. I do enjoy the movie, more importantly probably because Brett and I used to watch it together a lot, and it was something we had together, And I think all of you have seen the movie. You could all agree that's a very good movie. So yeah, that's my top 10 sports themed movies, and I think that'll be it for me. I look forward to seeing the rest of you guys put together your videos, and yeah, it should be fun to see. And I can take off this damn hat.